stoked with how it came out and the fact that it's gotten so much attention. And getting on the cover of Hot Rod for any teenager growing up a car kid, that's it. We're done. You could almost retire tomorrow.
Yo, what up, C10 Nation? This is Ronnie from C10 Talk. C10 Talk is one of those podcast things. We talk C10 trucks, tech, and people. That's right, people. Because it's the people that make the scene so rad-ass. The trucks are cool, but the people are cooler. You can check out the podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, C10Talk.com, and anywhere else you listen to your favorite podcasts. Thanks for checking out our latest video and being part of the C10 Nation.
What's up? Stunner.com. So, obviously, we talk trucks. In this case, 33 Fords. How do you pass this up, right? So we're here. Why would we not do a video? We've got Joe, South City Rod and Customs. This thing is so gorgeous. When you think about the bravado to paint it the way it was painted, and this thing was metal before. So tell us about this car.
So Coby Gewertz, the owner, came to us and said, basically, I want to build a cartoon on wheels to honor the era of drag racing from the late 60s, early 70s, where guys were doing psychedelic, crazy, radical paint jobs to basically attract attention to their cars and differentiate themselves from the pack of all the other funny cars. So basically, it's a drag race inspired car from the 60s and 70s in much the same style. So it's got a no radiator look. It does have a radiator, but that look of a crazy, over the top cartoon on wheels.
Well, and the key is you're getting the 60s, 70s psychedelic radness, but in a 30s car, and it's almost like you're combining eras.
Yeah, and that was a lot of the big, this car was very controversial because, people didn't mind that we painted stripes on a car, but we shouldn't have done it to an early Ford. People said if it was a muscle car or something from the late 60s, early 70s, but, Coby, a 34 Ford is a great body style, and people say it detracts from the lines, and I actually think it does the opposite. The different colors highlight the lines and shapes of the car. If it was all brown, you'd lose all that.
Turns out your car, you get to do whatever you want with it. So I think that these 30s Fords they're gorgeous, right? So then you put this kind of paint job on it. Now, was his vision, did he help you guys with the stance, the louvers? What was South City's job to come up with, and did he work with you completely throughout the build?
So he worked with us completely. He always had a vision, and it was actually being built in another shop before us, and they had started a lot. They had built a whole car almost, which we ended up scrapping and going backwards on. This body came from American Pickers, Mike Wolf. Got us a nice clean stock body. But Coby always had the vision to put the stripes on the car and always have this crazy engine setback, funny car look to the car from the get-go.
How about the stacks? That really adds to it. You get the stacks, you get the look, you get the vibe, you get the paint, and I can hear this thing and it's not even running just by what I'm visually seeing. It's that loud.
Yeah, Coby always thought stacks, zoomies, Hemi. That was always in the vision from the get-go. And him and us at South City, we worked with a multitude of different artists, drawing different renderings to decide how the stripes were going to be, how big they were going to be, where they were going to be, if they were going to be monotone, just switch between two colors. There was probably more time and effort put into that than building the damn car.
I can imagine. Whoever, did finally make those decisions, it's laid out so well. We have a local artist, Jimmy Smith, here in Arizona. I did see that he did like the shirt. So it's been everywhere. It was on Good Guys, their little print magazine. We're seeing a lot of this car. Does he have a name for it?
Yeah, he calls it St. Christopher, who's the patron saint of travel. So the shifter has the St. Christopher medal on it. And it's always, Coby's Instagram handle and his, kind of mystique out there is church equipped, because he went to drag races on Sundays as a kid with his dad who drag raced. And so the drag racing was his church on Sunday. So kind of tied in that whole church theme with the name St. Christopher.
Yeah, St. Christopher is a stunner. It might be a little bit of a sinner. Another thing, and you can, if you know this, Joe, but you always wonder, is my vision going to come through the way that I think and hope that it is? And then when you have to factor that into the builder as well, right? So when he looks at it, when he sees it, is his vision what he was thinking and hoping it would be?
I think if you'd ask Coby, he'd probably say it was maybe even a little better. He originally, we thought it out with like I said, all different types of stripes, vertical, laying them horizontally. And I think Coby's, he's happier than he could ever be. And the fact that he gets to drive it and it works as a car, I mean, it's got 1,000 road miles on it already, looking this crazy. And he doesn't own a trailer, so it's got to be driven. So he's real stoked.
Stoked is got to be what it is. And for you guys out there, obviously I watched a lot of Magnum, little TC, Island Hoppers, the old helicopter. So I'm loving this thing. I'm digging it. I hope you guys get tons and tons of recognition. The louvers, the stacks, everything that you've done it's outstanding. So I hope that he is as happy with the car as it turned out.
Yeah, I think so. We're all stoked with how it came out and the fact that it's gotten so much attention. And getting on the cover of Hot Rod for any teenager growing up a car kid, that's it. We're done. You could almost retire tomorrow.
Check these guys out, South City Rod and Custom. They got some killer C10s they're working on right now. We always appreciate talking to Joe. Thanks, brother.
Thank you. Thanks, Ronnie.